Hello, coolers, and welcome back to another interesting episode of Viva Barça, the home of everything Barça. Guys, in this episode, we are going to be looking at the latest development of FC Barcelona. And of course, with what we are going to be discussing in this episode is not too pleasant. Of course, talking about injuries and injuries and injuries. Of course, we are really suffering with injuries at the moment. We are going to begin with Sergio Aguero. Nothing good for this guy at the moment, guys. As it has been reported that Sergio Aguero have been diagnosed with a heart rhythm disorder. Of course, he was rushed to the hospital. Now, after the game against Deportivo Alaves, Aguero left that game. He was substituted because he had a heart problem and things are not moving for him. He has been admitted to the hospital and it has been reported that he is diagnosed with a heart rhythm disorder. We are going to be discussing on that report as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Gerard Pique, another injury problem yet again. Reports are now saying that, Pique will miss the game against Dynamo Kyiv because FC Barcelona, sent out an official statement yesterday, saying that Pique will not be available. And of course, test was carried out yesterday morning, which confirmed that Gerard Pique had a right calf strain and he will be out for the foreseeable future. So nothing has been decided yet. We don't know the amount of time Pique will be out, but of course when they evaluate the injury, then we'll know about that. So we're going to be discussing on that story as we move ahead. So guys, as we get ready to discuss those stories in much detail, please make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. If you are just coming across this channel for the very first time, give this video a like and make sure to watch this video right up to the very end. Barça, Barça, Barça. Saturday did not go well for Barcelona. Their first game after sacking Koeman as manager, Barca were held to a 1-1 draw by a spirited Deportivo Alaves outfit at the Camp Nou. The result meant that we have just 16 points in 11 games this season. That is our worst start to a La Liga campaign since 2002-03. While the outcome would definitely have hurt, there were a few more concerning issues that went down at the Camp Nou that Saturday. Gerard Pique's injury in the second half would be a worry for the fans. But the biggest concern would be the situation of Sergio Aguero. Of course, the veteran striker, who was making just his second start for the club after arriving in the summer and recovering from a chronic injury, had to be taken off 40 minutes into the game as he faced difficulty in breathing and fell to the ground holding his ribs and neck. The incident happened after the Argentine international, appeared to have collided with an Alaves player. Aguero was immediately rushed to a hospital where tests were carried out and his condition stabilized. And now, reports from Sport are saying that Aguero has been diagnosed with a cardiac arrhythmia, that is the heart rhythm rate disorder. Further tests will now be carried out for Aguero to get a better picture of his situation as he remains in the hospital under observation. The report adds that Aguero is as calm as possible regarding the situation, but is naturally concerned with the diagnosis. Given the situation, it would be safe to assume that Aguero is all but certain to miss Barcelona's UEFA Champions League game against Dynamo Kyiv on Tuesday. Aguero had recovered from a calf injury only recently and made his debut for Barcelona on October 17 against Real Madrid, when he came on as a substitute and scored a goal in a losing cause. More updates are awaited on the veteran striker situation, and hopefully he is able to mount a quick recovery. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, the injury issues just do not seem to be letting up for Barcelona at the moment. In their Saturday's 1-1 draw against Alaves at the Camp Nou, Barca were dealt with a couple of fresh injury blows. Aguero was withdrawn in the first period as he struggled to breathe. As we earlier discussed, it has now been confirmed that he has an issue with the heart, with the veteran forward now set to remain in the hospital for further tests. The second blow came after the half-time break as veteran defender Gerard Pique pulled up with an injury and had to be taken off in the 70th minute to be replaced by Clement Lenglet. On Sunday morning, the club issued an official update on the senior centre-back's injury, confirming that he has suffered a strain in his right calf that will rule him out of action for a long time. The statement from Barcelona read, "Tests this morning confirmed first-team player Gerard Pique has a right calf strain and will be out for the foreseeable future." This means that, Pique has now been ruled out of the Champions League game that we have tomorrow against Dynamo Kyiv, Pique has been an ever-present in the lineup for Barcelona this season, missing just one La Liga clash. In 13 matches in all competitions, Pique has contributed with a couple of goals. However, he had not been in top form of late. Even on Saturday, Pique was at fault for the equalizer that Alaves scored, with Joselu getting the better of him before setting up Luis Roja. Nonetheless, considering that the team are going through a difficult phase, having a senior player like Pique on the pitch would have helped in a crunch tie against Dynamo Kyiv. With Ronald Araujo also currently recovering from an injury, Sergi Barjuan might have to rely on Lenglet and Samuel Umtiti for the upcoming couple of games, alongside Eric Garcia. So callers, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and I also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barça. Until next time, bye bye.